Hello guys, today in this tutorial I will discuss about view child in Angular. So view child is the most important thing in Angular. So we can do two things using view child. The first one is we can manipulate the DOM using view child, and that is main thing we mostly use to manipulate DOM using view child. And the another thing is, guys, if you know about the input and output decorator, so using input and output decorator we can access the parent and child component. So in the same thing you can do using view child, but we mainly use view child to manipulate our DOM properties, and in this tutorial I will discuss about how you can manipulate DOM property using view child. So guys, let's start. So first of all guys, if you don't know what is DOM property, so I will say that DOM means, guys, whatever you write in your HTML component, that is DOM. HTML component or HTML file, that is DOM. So guys, suppose if I write here div tag, so that is DOM also. So here you can write section, h1, h2, anything you can write HTML, so that's called DOM, and we can manipulate this DOM using view child. So guys, here I have written div, and inside this div tag, suppose if I write hello, and now if I want to manipulate this div, so I have to use view child. So first of all, if I save and I will check the browser, so now it's compiled successfully, and now I will check to my browser. So here you can see it's coming hello, and now I will do another thing, that is I will add a border to denoting it's a hello inside a div. So I will write class, and this class name I will write div, and just I will add the CSS this div. Okay, so here I will write border and 1 pixel solid, and this border I will add a color. So I will add this color. So now it's reloading. Okay, so now here you can see this is hello, and outside this hello here I have added a border. And now guys, suppose we have a requirement, I have to change the color dynamically. So this time we have to use view child. Like suppose in this div here I have to add background color. So now in the you know about JavaScript and jQuery, so this time we use here ID. Here we use ID, and suppose ID name is box, and after that we do one thing in the script tag. Suppose I'm just showing here how you can do it using JavaScript and jQuery. After that I will show in Angular how we can do that, so it will be easy to understand. So in the JavaScript we write here document dot get element by ID, and we write this ID name. This is we use in JavaScript. We write the ID name, and after that we write style dot something background. Suppose we want to change background color, and after that we write the color name red. So this way, but Angular doesn't provide this method. Angular provides us view child to manipulate this one. So here you can see it's showing the error. So now I will show how you can do it using Angular. So I will comment it, and now first of all, instead of ID here you have to write the template reference variable. So guys, if you don't know what is template reference variable, so you can watch that video, and I will provide the link of template reference variable in description, so you can check this video. Okay, template reference variable is similar like ID, and the syntax of template reference variable is hashtag and then the variable name. So here I have written hashtag and the variable name is box. Okay, and now here instead of document.get element by ID I will use view child. So the syntax of view child is just here you have to write at the rate, and then so view child. So now it's you can see V is the capital and C is the capital of view child, and now parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis just you have to write inverted comma, and inside this inverted comma I will copy this template reference variable name and just I will paste here. So now you can see the same thing here. in the JavaScript and JavaScript we write document.getElement by id, and after that parenthesis and the id name. So here I told you template defines variable is same like id, and this is view child, so it's same like document.getElement by id, because using view child we can access our DOM property. So document dot, it's the same like document.getElement by id, and after that in the same way parenthesis and the id name. Id name means here template defines variable name. And now here we have to be write one thing, that is we have to be write a reference of this template defines variable. Okay, so reference name I will add box, but here you can write anything. So I will write here reference box. Okay, so this is the reference of this template defines variable. So when I will manipulate DOM, so I will not use box because I have added a reference and of this box, and the reference name is ref box. So I will use always ref box to manipulate the DOM property, and this reference name you can write anything. And here I have to be set the type, that is element ref. And after doing that you have to be notice two things, that is when we have written here view child, so here you have to be notice that it's automatically imported or not. So here you can see it's automatically imported, and the same way element def you have to be notice that it's automatically imported or not. If element def and view child is not automatically imported, so you have to be manually type view child and element def here. So E and R is the capital of element def, and V and C is the capital of view child. Okay, and now I will add the background color of this div. So here now I will write here ng after view init. So this is the life cycle hooks. So AFTER, A is the capital, VIEW, V is the capital, and init, I is the capital. And now you have to be import this one. So view ng after view init is the life cycle hook. So when it's a same like ng on it, so the ng on it also a life cycle hook, but their works is different. So I will explain what is the difference between ng on init and ng after view init in this tutorial also. Okay, and now you have to be import after view init, and here comma and after view init. So ng on init in call when our DOM is created. So suppose when our HTML elements is creating line by line, so this time ng on init called, and ng after view init called when our DOM element is fully created, then ng after view init is called. So guys, suppose we manipulate this inside this ng on init, so it may be showing error because when it will be change the background color when our DOM element is creating. So before creating it can be changed our background color, so this time it may be showing the error. But if I write the if I manipulate it inside this ng after view init, so that means after creating all the DOM element, then it will be change our div color, I mean what we want to change or manipulate. So this time it will not be shown the error. So when we use view child, then we manipulate it inside this ng after view init. So you have to remember that. And now inside this ng after view init, suppose here if I write console dot log, and inside this console dot log, suppose if I print this dot ref box, so now I will inspect it. So now in the inspect you can see it's showing the element def. So element def is this element def. Okay, after this element def, here you can see here all the property of this DOM. DOM means here Now the div or h1 tag is our DOM. So all the property and value of the DOM. So if I open this native element, so inside this native element you can see all the property, anything. And here if I scroll down, so here you can see style property and the style attribute, and after that style attribute, all the style attribute you will get from here. So border, block and style, every style property you will find here, and using this style property you can change anything. So here you can see every style property, it's coming here. So now, so the same way, if I use this native element, so this native element, and after this native element here is the style attribute. So now here where is here is the style attribute, attribute. So now here I will do, just here I will write here this dot this ref box dot native element dot style dot, because after this native element the style attribute, and after the style attribute I want change the background color. So here I have to find here, okay, background. So I will copy this background and equals to, now if I write the background color is red, save it. Okay, now I will check it. So here you can see it's added a background color. So in the same way we can manipulate anything, like suppose now if you want to manipulate this h1 tag, so in the same way you have to be add a template defines variable in your h1 tag, and this variable name I will write here h1 also. Okay, and now I will copy this h1, and the same way just here again you have to be write @ child, and now the template defines variable name h1, and I have to be add a reference, so I will write ref h1 and type is element ref. And now I will use this reference. So here this dot ref dot native element dot style, suppose I want change the color, okay, style dot color equals to if I write white. Okay, so you can see it's added white color, and this color I find from this style. So I will scroll down, and in the style, so here you can see here is the color property. So I will scroll, so here you can see it's the color property. So in this way you can find the property and you can use it. So here I will change it inner HTML. Okay, so I will show you this example so it will be clear for you. So here you can see this is inner HTML, but this inner HTML is not inside the style attribute, it's only this native element and after this inner HTML. And now suppose I want to change the inner HTML of this box tag. So here I have to remove this style because inner HTML inside, not inside this style attribute. So just here and inside this inner HTML, suppose if I write here the example of view child and save. So now here you can see it's added this, the example of view child, in this inner HTML. So in this way we can change our DOM element, we can manipulate the DOM. Okay, so hope guys this video is helpful, and if you want to get more videos of Angular, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon. And if this video is helpful, so don't forget to like this video, and if you have any doubts, so please comment me and I will try to solve this your doubt.